Welcome to a few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Terumah. We also, of course, will be reading the Haftorah for Parshas Zachor. In Parshas Terumah, talking about some of the kalim, the appurtenances that were in the Beis HaMikdash, one of them, the first one that's mentioned, of course, is the Aron. And the Aron, which was in the Holy of Holies, had a cover, a kapores, on which there were two keruvim, two angels, and the pasuk says, "V'hayu hakruvim," the keruvim were parsei chnafayim lemala, their wings spread above, ufneihem ish el achiv, and their faces were one to the brother, to each other. So there were wings spreading above, and their faces were to each other. Menachem Becker, in his Sefer Parparos La Torah, quotes the Chazal that explain that a Jew is indicated by the uniqueness of these keruvim. Just as the keruvim spread their wings above, so should every Jew seek to rise above and seek a high spirituality, to seek to connect with the divine, the one above, through our prayer, through our davening, through our learning, and most important, ufneihem ish el achiv, through our interactions with our fellow man. We should not ignore the uniqueness of our relationship with God at the expense of our unique relationship with our fellow man, and we should not ignore our unique relationship with our fellow man because we have not only a relationship with man, but also with God. And so both of these need to be present, that a Jew has to be, like they say in Yiddish, tzugat and tzalait. Just as we have to be uniquely connected with God, so we have to be uniquely connected with our fellow men. And one cannot override the other. And that's why the Aseres HaDibros are 10 commandments, 5 between Bein Adam LaMakom, and 5 between Bein Adam LaChaveiro, 5 between man and God, and 5 between man and his fellow man. And the complete Jew is the one who can encapsulate both of them. One of the great leaders that we lost over this past year was, of course, my Rebbe, Rebbe David Feinstein, Zecher Tzaddik Levracha, and they tell about a question that was asked to many, many famous Jewish personalities, rabbis included. If you could invite 3 people for dinner, who would you choose? And rabbis answered, I would choose the Rambam, and I would choose Avram Yitzchak and Yaakov. Another one said, I would choose, Reb Chaim Ozer Gruzinski and the Brisker Rav. Another one would say, I would choose the Reb Yehuda HaNasi and Hillel and Shammai. When Reb David Feinstein was asked this question, if you could invite 3 people for Shabbos, who would you invite? His answer was, I would invite 3 aniyim, 3 poor people that I would meet in the street. The 3 people would be poor people because his relationship with Hashem was predicated upon his unique relationship with all of humanity in being concerned about the poor. And therefore, he was a living example of parsei chnafayim lamala and ufneim ish el achiv. We spread our hands above, but our faces are to our fellow man. What a great idea to think about on Parshas Terumah, and when it comes to the Yom Tov upcoming of Purim, how we share with each other and recognize the greatness of the miracle coming from Hashem. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.